can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
3-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, be able to get him in the 2nd round.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He finds an opening past the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick, and he whips that one incomplete there. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy. And when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
Intended for
Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
At the 11-yard
and a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Score, Bengals 17, Ravens 10. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ross on the return. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. The catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Seibert's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to Mixon on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 55 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they run the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick, and going deep, and this is caught inside the 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Pickup brings up
to throw, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 49 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
To number 83.
Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, second and 10. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
ball at the 6 here as they work with a second and 2.
6-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Fitzpatrick on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Seibert on for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the form.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And this one's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They'll run with Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Seibert yanks it to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing again, Fitzpatrick, and this is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Regular. Strong.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on fourth down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Mixon, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A gain of 3, second down.
And 7 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.